cannot believe it. Day 77 out of the 77 Facebook Live challenge. I did it. It's celebration time. I feel when I started, I didn't believe that I would be able to complete that. And I want to start by discussing, of course, I managed to do it. And I want to start by saying why I chose to do this 77-day Facebook Live challenge. I know that most of you know by now that I had a terrible fear of public speaking in the past. And it was something, and it's still something that I am working on. Of course, in 3 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to even say a word here. But of course, as you can see, it's getting better and better. So I'm blabbing now. The first reason I did it, so it's to progress with this fear of public speaking. The other thing is that during the pandemic, we have all learned to do live, live or seminars on the internet. And I have to confess that I am an expert in doing a presentation and having my script in front on my computer and read it from start to finish, and nobody will understand that I am actually reading. So this challenge was quite big for me because it would be the first time that I would come live with no script. And I have to tell you that my first Facebook Live, the first one, it took me about 5 hours to get on and do this. I don't know if it was like 3 minutes live video. I spent about 3 hours thinking and rehearsing in my head exactly what I was going to say. And then when I went on Facebook, you just say that you're going live, and then you need to press a button the second time so that you actually go live. Well, it took me 2 hours to do this. And I'm saying all this just to let you know so that you understand how difficult it was for me in the beginning to do these lives. And I also have to confess that if you watch the other videos, one other video that I have done, which is my interview about my first book, the book on transformation with Jan Fraser, well, I had the questions beforehand, and I had my script. I had written all the answers and I had them in front of me. That's how scared I was on doing an interview and doing anything where I had to speak live on the internet. So what happened in these 77 days? What did I learn? And the other thing, yes, is that I always wanted to be more spontaneous. I am, as I said many times before, also I have the good girl syndrome. So I don't like being judged. I want to be liked by everybody. That's why I'm a perfectionist. So imagine doing this thing for 77 days. Why did I do it? Of course, because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and change all these things and live by my values, which is to be more authentic, to be more spontaneous, to stop judging myself, to stop taking myself so seriously. And that's exactly what I have learned in these 77 days. I have learned that some people may like me, some people may not like what I have to say. For some, it will be completely indifferent, and that's okay. I don't need to be accepted and loved and liked by everyone. The other thing is that, of course, I learned not to take myself so seriously. So I did this in English, which was an extra challenge for me because, as you understand, English is not my first language. And watching back every video that I did, I every day I was saying, "Oh my God, this was awful. Look at my English. I could have said this differently. Oh, this is the word I was searching and I couldn't find it. Why didn't I remember it at the time of the video? Look at my pronunciation. I'm doing mistakes in prepositions. I'm stalling. I'm repeating myself." So all this self-judgment was there, but even though it was there, I kept on going and reminding myself and telling myself that it doesn't matter. It's okay. I learned in the process to have fun doing these videos. And as I did them, I started, of course, not thinking beforehand for so long what I am going to say. Of course, I always prepared a couple of things, but it was not stressful anymore for me. It's not stressful for me anymore. What else? I I learned to show up no matter what, no matter how I felt, and talk about the good and the bad stuff that was going on in my life. I learned to share more, and I also learned that sometimes it is okay to give myself a break, and that's fine too. Um, yeah, what else? It's amazing how different I feel now about doing anything live. I even discussed that with some friends, and I said that if you now put me in a room full of people, I don't think I will have a problem talking about anything. I would have no stress being in front of a live audience. So I think that my fear of public speaking is now gone. I want to thank all of you who have been following me, for watching my videos. I have to say that my initial reason for doing it was completely selfish and personal, but if I helped even one person, one of you, and made you think or helped you with what I've shared about my life and about the tips I've learned, during my coaching training and my coaching practice, then I am really ecstatic. I am so happy about it. I would also really love to hear some feedback from any of you, whether you liked it or not, because as I said, we grow from feedback. And this is another thing that I am teaching myself to to be able to do, because in the past I couldn't hear feedback. I hated when people um, told me things, because I always felt it was criticism, which of course is not. That's what I know now. So if you want to leave a comment or talk to me and let me know what you thought about these videos and how I could make them better, I am all ears. I would love to hear from you. What I'm going to do next, maybe that's what you're wondering. So the first thing, as I finish this video, is I'm going to celebrate and have a glass of wine, and I'm I'm going to think about my next move, which my first my first answer is I have no idea, and that's okay. What I know for sure is that I am going to jump in if I have something specific that I want to talk about. And the other thing I was thinking is that maybe I would do something similar in Greek, but not yet. So I am going to see you around. I hope you have a wonderful um, holiday season, and I am going to talk to you soon. Cheers.